Today I'm showing you how to edit your lightsaber photos. I'll give you some different techniques and tips and tricks so you can apply this to any photo no matter what kind of lightsaber you have or if you even have one at all. The first way to do it is to make the lightsaber from scratch. This you can also use if you don't have a lightsaber at all and still want to make some lightsaber photos. You start with selecting the outline of the blade and filling that with a solid white color. Make sure you're on a separate layer above the original photo, otherwise this won't work. After you did this, you open the layer styles and go to the tab of outer glow. Then you set the color to match your lightsaber. After this, you make the size of the glow bigger and the spread smaller. The values you'll be using will depend a bit on the size of your canvas, but play around with these settings until you're happy with them. Then go ahead and duplicate the layer with the blade and double click on the layer settings to get back to this window. What we're doing now is adding a second glow, this one being smaller but with a bigger spread. Here you can also make the color a bit less saturated, so closer to a complete white, and in my opinion this just makes it look a bit more realistic. And that is pretty much all you need to do in terms of the lightsaber itself. Depending on what kind of photo you're working with, you might also want to add some color around the blade. So make a new layer, set the layer style to color, and then use the brush to add some color in spots where the light of the lightsaber would hit. To make it look more natural, use an airbrush, so a soft brush, and then use a Gaussian blur to spread it out even more. Then if you have a really bright blade and you've got a picture where the blade already shows up as completely white, you don't have to go through that whole process. You can if you want to, but there is a quicker way to do it. You make a new layer and pick a color close to the color of your blade. Then use an airbrush to go over the area of the lightsaber. Change the layer to screen and then use a Gaussian blur to spread it out even more. You can do this process multiple times until you're happy with the results. Lastly, I'll give you an additional tip. There is something you can do to change the color of the lightsaber very quickly, but this only works on a photo where the background is completely black and the lightsaber is the only source of light. What you do is you make a new layer, set it to color, and then fill that layer with whatever color you want to change it to. And that's it. Very simple. This is a great life hack if you have a lightsaber that only has one color, or if you want a picture with a color of blade that is usually hard to capture on camera. And that is pretty much everything you need to know to be able to edit lightsabers like a pro. The two most important things to remember are that the blade always needs to be completely white and the glow around it should be, to an extent, transparent. And of course your edit can only be as good as the picture, but luckily I made a video about that, so you can find it right here. So if you want to learn how to make your lightsabers look really good in photos, then check that one out. But thank you for watching and I hope I will see you again next week. Bye bye.